The last time I analyzed Telcoin was in May, and so much has happened since then. So today we're going to see what's the updates for Telcoin. So stay tuned. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is King, your host, and today's video is for educational purposes only. If it's your first time on the channel, please consider subscribing and smashing the like button. The more you do it, the more you'll help me provide content like this. For those that are new into trading and don't know where to start, please consider joining my Telegram group for exclusive trading setups. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I'll leave the links for you below. So without further ado, let's get down to it. So let's start by looking at the higher time frames and then going down to try to understand what happened since the last update. So this is a monthly chart for Telcoin. The last update I did on Telcoin was around May, when this candle was forming. And if some of you who watched that video remember, I said back then that Telcoin is due for a correction because on the monthly chart, as you can see here in the oscillator, it has been overbought for about 5 months at the point when I did that video. And I said back then that we should get a couple of month correction soon. And that's exactly what happened since then. So from May onwards, Telcoin started correcting. We got a red candle in June, in July, August was green, and this month of September we are red as well. So this overall movement is a healthy correction that was much needed for Telcoin in order to set itself up for newer highs in the coming months. The monthly oscillator is about to exit the overbought area, and that means we have a good breathing space at the moment that will allow us to go further up and achieve newer highs. Now moving to the weekly chart of Telcoin. The first point that I would like to highlight is the support area, which has been holding its ground so far. When Telcoin launched, it was around 1 cent, and this area was retested again, the 1 cent area, at March of this year before breaking out and achieving new higher highs. It was retested twice as a support in May and in July, and in both times it has proven to be a very strong support. Now the bottom line here is whoever bought Telcoin at around this area of 1 cent or 0.009 is likely not going to see their investment go below this point even in the future, even after this cycle ends. Let's say for example that Telcoin went up and formed much higher high this cycle, and then it started descending as happens in each cycle. So no matter how low it goes, I don't think that Telcoin is going to break down below the 1 cent in the future. This was the rock bottom for the price, and that's why this area is a very key support area. Now on the other hand, you can see that the 50-week EMA has been holding the price so far. And we haven't seen Telcoin close below the 50-week EMA yet. We have tested this moving average once in July, and we are testing it right now here in September. Now, if this moving average keeps on holding strong, what this means is that we are not going to see Telcoin go below its current prices, which is around 2 cents. Now let's go to the daily chart and try to analyze what's Telcoin's next move. So this is Telcoin's daily chart, and it is clear for us here that starting from the end of July, when this engulfing candle was formed on the daily chart, the price started ascending and forming higher highs since then. So we were in a correction from May in a downtrend, and this was the trend line up till this point when we broke the trend line and started going up again. So what I can confirm to you guys right now is that Telcoin is in an uptrend because the price have been forming higher highs and higher lows so far. Even when we went down here to this area, we did not break the previous low. And as I always tell you, this is the most basic concept of telling how the price is trending, by either forming higher highs and higher lows to be trending up, or lower highs and lower lows to be trending down. So now we're in an uptrend, but the important question is how long this uptrend is going to go for. Was this point here the no return point where the price has corrected itself and it shall continue going up from here to the end of the cycle, or we're going to get some kind of complicated correction which consists of one wave, two waves, and three waves? Now the short answer to this question is that it's all subject to what Bitcoin is going to do next. So if Bitcoin continued going up from this point onwards and broken its previous all-time high, the recent previous all-time high, which was around 52,500, and continued going up to the end of the cycle, so this was all the correction that we were supposed to get, and we shall continue going up from here. However, if Bitcoin decides to go into consolidation mode and make a more complicated correction, so we are likely to see a three-wave correction forming for Telcoin, which means this was not all the correction that we were supposed to get. This was only one of the three corrective waves, and now, although we're trending up, we are in the second wave of the correction, and we're supposed to get a third wave down before continuing up. So this way we'll form some kind of corrective flat, and this will be the full correction for Telcoin. Now the most important and the key factor in here is seeing a breakout of the previous all-time high. So if we see the price at one point breaking this point here, which was around 6 cents, 6.7 cents, that's going to be the exact confirmation that will invalidate a more complicated correction and an extended cycle for Telcoin. So what you really need to watch for is the breakout of this level here. And as soon as the price breaks out the previous all-time high, which is 6.5 cents, 6.7 cents, we are going to see Telcoin shooting from that point onwards. Now, how far is it going to go from here if the price breaks the previous all-time high? No one can exactly tell at this point. Now, usually it's easy for us to try to predict or forecast how far the price is going to go. But because we don't have so much history to judge Telcoin, the highest point it got in 2018 was the 1 cent. And we don't have any history further to try to find any strong support or resistance point and say that, for example, the price might get to 50 cents and then drop down from there. So it's a little bit hard to tell, but you can expect anything as soon as the price breaks up the previous all-time high at 6 point something cents. So this was it for Telcoin. Thank you guys for sticking around till the end. Again, if you're new into trading and you need some help, consider joining my Telegram channel for exclusive trading setups that I provide for those that don't know how or where to invest in the crypto market. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram. You'll find the links in the description box below. If you are still watching, you're a very special subscriber and I would like to thank you for that. Stay safe and I'll see you in the next video.